What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? And welcome to another episode of FTW, or Football Talk Weekly. This is a show where we talk about something going on in the world of football, and today we're gonna mention what's going on in Spain and why is Pique crying. Why did Barcelona play with no fans? I mean, no fans at all. The Camp Nou was completely empty. You could hear Valverde shouting to his players. You could hear Ter Stegen saying, "Mascherano, move over, muévete de ahí, tienes que cubrir el otro pata." You could hear all those different stuff from the television. It was crazy. It was crazy for me because I have never experienced something like that before. So today I'm gonna talk about why is this happening. So as we know, Catalonia wanted to divide from Spain. There was a national referendum in which the Catalonians were supposed to vote to try and see perhaps reach a point of agreement. I'm not too sure why exactly, to vote to separate from Spain. Basically that's the point. And the Spanish police was not allowing certain people from Catalonia to vote. They were using violence, tear gas. There was so much violence and chaos going on in the streets of Barcelona especially. And yeah, they weren't able to reach the point of voting. So in that sense, there was a lot of chaos and violence. The Spanish board then said to La Liga and Barcelona to close the game because there was so much violence outside. However, if they postponed the match, Barcelona would have lost immediately, getting a 3-0 deficit loss and getting completely a defeat, like a loss in that game. So it will be Barcelona getting 6 wins out of 7 matches because even though they didn't play the last match, they will get the defeat and Las Palmas will get the immediate 3 points. So Barcelona didn't want that. I understand the decision for Barcelona, and the decision was to completely close all doors to fans. No matter what, if they paid or anything, they wouldn't be able to enter the stadium. So the match was played completely behind closed doors for 90 minutes. There were no fans, no shouts, no chants, no anything going on in the Camp Nou. Barcelona ended up winning 3-0 and Barcelona got the 3 points. So in that sense, I think Barcelona did rightly in bending the situation to their favor and getting Barcelona be able to play and get those 3 points. So in that sense, I think I'm a happy fan because Barcelona, the club, handled it very well. But later on, we heard all about the post-match interview of Pique talking to the media. Basically, he talked about how he never felt as Catalonian as before, how I think he didn't want chaos from Spain, that if it was a loss, it was a loss for Spain, all this different stuff going on. Basically, that BS for the media. But I want to talk about something which really struck me as a very good guy, per se. I don't know Pique by any means. I just know him as a footballer from what I can see. But he said the following. He said that he was willing to retire from the Spanish football team if it was a huge problem for him being from Catalonia and Spain. We all know that Pique had some major issues with especially Sergio Ramos, but with the whole Spanish national team and basically the fans. So if he was willing to leave the club, the national team for Catalonia and for this movement, then I think it will be a win-win for both parties, even though Pique wouldn't be able to play for Spain, but still that's what he said. And in that sense, I think that's a good move for him. Like I said, for him, the movement, for Spain, for everything, that would be a right move. But once again, I'm just trying to talk to you about a neutral position, so I don't want to get too much into detail, but that's what he said. Some people started to speculate what could happen if Barcelona started to leave the Spanish league. Would they be allowed to continue in La Liga? Would they need to create another league for Catalonia? Would they be able to join perhaps Ligue 1? All of these different options can happen. The first one is that they could join another league like Ligue 1 in France. If Ligue 1 decided to invite, they could do something about it and perhaps Barcelona could join that league. Also, Catalonia could create their own football league. I'm not sure if they already have one, but they could also join that league. But the one which I think will most likely happen is that nothing will happen. They will stay probably in Spain, in the Spanish league, in La Liga, even if Catalonia decides to move from Spain. That is because El Clásico, that is because Barcelona and Real Madrid, their rivalry is probably one of the most financial, profitable encounters in all of sports and perhaps of anything in the world. I mean, you get so much money through tickets, through clothes, through kits, through scarf, through so much stuff, through premium packs in TV, all of different stuff. You get so much money for El Clásico. So FIFA will do everything in its power, and FIFA do have a ton of power to keep Barcelona and Real Madrid in the same league. So in that sense, I think that will happen and nothing will necessarily change. So people shouldn't get too crazy about the thought of Barcelona leaving the Spanish league because, oh my god, they're gonna go and play PSG, oh, the new Clásico. No, nothing's gonna happen. I think Barcelona will stay versus Real Madrid for long time to come. None of the two clubs will vanish from the Spanish league anytime soon.